Now that turn taking feels natural, it's time to make the agent sound on brand. In this lesson, you'll give the assistant a distinct personality, change its voice, and configure fallback adapters so that the agent survives provider outages. Voices aren't neutral speakers. How the LLM writes affects how the TTS sounds. So first, match your phrasing to the voice. Shorter clauses and fewer parentheticals sound more natural when spoken. Second, be aware of dialect. Tailor spelling and idioms for authenticity, whether it's UK or US English. Third, use emotion control sparingly. Add subtle direction in system messages, but don't overdo it. And fourth, keep replies brief. 3 sentences or fewer reduces latency and prevents your agent from monologuing. The system prompt and the voice work together as a team. They need to complement each other. Now, your system prompt sets expectations for tone and boundaries. So let's update the assistant class with a more specific personality. So back in our agent.py, in the assistant, let's update the instructions. So I'm defining who this agent is. It's an upbeat, slightly sarcastic voice AI for tech support. It helps callers fix issues without rambling and keeps replies under 3 sentences. And you don't have to use this exact personality. Take some time to write instructions that make sense for your use case. Now, the key is being specific about tone, length, and boundaries. Next, let's modify the TTS configuration to match the new personality. So if we go down here, we can see in our agent session all of our definitions here, and what we're looking for is TTS, text-to-speech. So currently we're using Cartesia Sonic 3, and we can add a specific voice ID to this. If we go over to the LiveKit docs, and we can look at the specific Cartesia voices, we can actually play them here. So Blake is the default.
Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you.
And there are others.
Hola, encantado de conocerte.
Daniela is great for Spanish. And then there's Jacqueline.
Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Cool. So let's use Jacqueline. So any of these voices, if you like them, just copy the voice ID. Let's go back and update our voice ID now. So right here, Cartesia Sonic 3, let's just go ahead and update that voice ID there. So now it's Cartesia Sonic 3, and then colon, and then this is the actual voice ID here. Now notice here that we have one model assigned to each component, but every provider has hiccups. When outages happen, you don't want your agent to stop working entirely. Production agents always need secondary providers. So LiveKit's fallback adapters automatically retry in priority order. So let's set up these fallback adapters. First, let's go up to the top, and we're going to import a few more things. We're going to import LLM, STT, TTS, and inference. And now let's go down. So instead of an individual component for each line, we're going to wrap each of these pipeline components with a fallback adapter. So for STT, it's going to look something like this. We have STT equals STT.fallback adapter. And then we are going to add in our, again, we're using the LiveKit inference. So inference.stt from model string. And then we're passing in AssemblyAI as our primary. And our secondary will be Deepgram Nova 3. So I'll go ahead and do the same for the LLM and the TTS. All right, so now we have each of these set up with fallbacks. We have OpenAI as the primary, and then Gemini as the fallback. For our LLM, we have Cartesia as the primary, TTS, and InWorld as our secondary. So these adapters degrade gracefully. If the first provider fails, the session retries the next one without dropping the call. Your users never know anything went wrong. Let's test this out. Be sure that you saved the file. Open up our terminal, and we'll do uv run agent.py and then console. We should notice a different voice.
Switching to my more charming, slightly sarcastic voice now. What tech trouble are we tackling today?
I'm having a problem connecting to my Wi-Fi.
Ah, the classic Wi-Fi Houdini act. First, try turning your router off and on again. Because tech loves a good...
I did that already. Did that a million times. It's still not working.
Persistent router taps. Got it. Next, check if your device's Wi-Fi is actually turned on.
It is.
And try forget. All right, your device's Wi-Fi is on. Good start. Try moving closer to the router to rule out
let's
a
do
weak
something
signal.
else. I'm actually trying to log into my bank account. Can you help me with that?
Sure thing, but for security reasons, I can't access your bank account.
That's great.
I can help if you're...
Okay, never mind. Stop. Okay, so seems to be working great. She's sarcastic. We changed her voice. We've got our fallbacks. Let's test those fallbacks, actually. So let's go up here and let's see. So instead of GPT-4.1, let's just do some invalid model here. So we know that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and test this out and see if it falls back to Gemini instead. So we'll run UV run agent. Hello?
Hey there. Looks like you've stumbled into the land of helpful, slightly sarcastic tech support. What can I do for you?
Yeah, can you help me set up a brand new computer?
Absolutely.
It's a MacBook.
Setting up a new computer is like unwrapping a present, but with more cables. To start, let's make sure you've got everything out of the box.
Yeah, it's all out of the box, plugged in, ready to go.
Fantastic. Is it powering on? And do you see anything on the screen?
Yeah. So you can see here, it is still working, but we are, of course, getting errors, which is good. You know, we love to see why it's not working, but it is falling back to Gemini 2.5 because it obviously sees that OpenAI / invalid model is an invalid model. So, of course, we change this back to GPT-4.1 mini, save that, and let's go ahead and restart this, and it worked just fine with no errors. Hello?
Hey there. What tech trouble can I zap away for you today?
Oh, thank you. Sounds like you're working. So this kind of chaos testing helps you confirm the agent will stay online even when a provider goes down. So your agent now has a defined personality through the system prompt, a custom voice through the TTS configuration, and fallback adapters to handle provider outages. In the next lesson, you'll capture metrics so that you can measure performance and enable preemptive generation to reduce response latency.